It's time for everyone's new favorite game show live here at Shippensburg University. It's time for Pass or Fail. And here's your host, Adam B.
Hello, everyone. Hello, and welcome to the very first episode of Pass or Fail. I'm your host, Adam Beam, as mentioned at the top, and we have a great first episode for everyone here today. It's a real calm Jern showdown. To my right, we have the lovely ladies here at the Slate. Let's give a round of applause for them. And to my left, we have the musical jockeys themselves. That's right, we have WSYC. Let's give it up for them. All right, now here's how we're going to decide who gets to pick the first category. We are going to have a rock, paper, scissors challenge right here from the table. So, if Miss Maddie Shively and Mr. Henry Mooney would compete, only one rock, paper, scissors. So, let's see who will get to pick the first category. Are you folks ready? All right, yes. I'll get out of the way here. All right. I'm going to get on my knees for this. Yes. Okay. Paper, scissors. That's and it is the Slate. Yes, Whoa! The Slate will be picking the first category. But since this is our first episode of Pass or Fail, let's explain the rules just a little bit in this quick video.
In Pass or Fail, two student groups will compete head-to-head in a series of trivia questions. The goal? Be the first team to have the most points by the time the board is cleared. In the event of a tie, or if the host is feeling extra villainous that day, the two teams will then move on to a lightning round series of trivia questions. Keep in mind, if your team rings in before the question is done being asked by your handsome host, then that team will lose their turn. Other than that, everything is fair game. So, now it's time to see who will pass or fail.
And welcome back. So, like we said at the top of the hour, the Slate will get to pick the first category. So, the categories are movies, TV shows, video games, sports, history, and music. Slate, what would you like your first category to be?
Adam, we're going to go with sports for 200.
Sports for 200. We're getting a little exciting here. So, a tennis match is divided into 3 or 5 groups known as what? 10 seconds.
Teams.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. WSYC, it is your chance to steal. A tennis match is divided into what?
Seeds?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer was sets. The correct answer was sets, so that is nobody's point. However, Slate, you still have the question. What would you like to be the next category?
We're going to go with music for 200.
Music for 200. Let's see. Jolene is a song by which American artist?
Dolly Parton.
That is correct. Right. All right. Now, also keep in mind that they get to pick the category, but WSYC is able to ring in as well. So, only the winner gets to pick the next category, but everyone else, it is fair game. Anybody can pick. So, Slate, you were the last ones to score. What will be the next category?
I think we're going to do movies for 200.
Movies for 200. Let's see what we have. In Back to the Future, what type of car is used as the iconic time machine?
DeLorean.
That is correct. All right. Now, you get to pick again. What category would you like?
Let's do movies for 300?
It is 200, 400, 600.
All right, let's do
1,000.
movies for 400.
Movies for 400. Who plays the titular Private Ryan in Saving Private Ryan?
Tom Hanks.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. WSYC, would you like to steal?
Matt Damon?
That is correct, WSYC. You are officially on the board. And you will get to pick the next category. What would we like to get?
Okay. Let's do music for 800.
Music for 800. If I only could, I'd make a deal with God are the lyrics to what song and by what artist?
Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush.
That is correct. And now WSYC, that is 800 points to you. You get to pick the next category. What would we like to see?
Let's do music for 1,000.
Music for 1,000. Let's see what we got. In Michael Jackson's 1983 hit Billie Jean, for how many days and how many nights was the law on her side? And anybody has a chance to take the question. Who's going to get it first?
Seven?
I am sorry, that is incorrect. WSYC, would you like to have a chance to answer? That is correct. That is correct. For 40 days and for 40 nights. WSYC, that is 1,000 points to you. You get to pick the next category.
Let's do movies for 600.
Movies for 600. In the Disney film, The Little Mermaid, what does Ariel call the fork in her object collection?
Oops.
That was WSYC with the ring in. WSYC, what is the answer?
Dinglehopper.
That is correct. All right. WSYC, you get to pick the next category.
Movies for 800?
Movies for 800. Jordan Peele has released 3 films so far. Name all 3 of them in order of release. WSYC.
Get Out, then Us, then Nope.
That is correct. All right. Now, you get to pick the next category.
Can we do sports for 400?
Sports for 400. We're getting adventurous. Conor McGregor is famous for which sport?
Wrestling.
I am sorry, that is incorrect. WSYC, you have a chance to steal.
It's MMA, right?
That is correct.
Okay.
Slate, we need to see a little bit more out of you over here.
my
We need to
goodness.
get a little bit more.
I'm trying
You're
real
repping
hard.
the paper, Shippensburg's esteemed newspaper.
We're trying.
All right.
We're gonna
all
get
right.
back
Don't
at
worry,
it.
there's still plenty of questions left to go. So, WSYC, you answered correctly last. What is the next category you will be taking?
Sports for 800.
Sports for 800. Sports for 800. Hitch kick is the most common technique of which athletic event? WSYC?
Horse riding?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Slate, would you like to steal?
Is it soccer?
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. The correct answer is high jump. The correct answer is the high jump. However, Slate, since you were the last to score, actually, sorry, WSYC, you were the last to score, but would you be willing to let the Slate pick the next category?
We'll let him have it.
So
That'd be
charitable.
good. So
Love
charitable.
it.
We'll extend
Us
an olive
Calm
branch.
Journ students are so charitable.
It's
to
really
one
a home
another.
here.
It's a real
really a
family.
family. Yeah.
Because when you're here, you're family. All right. Is that Olive Garden? I can't remember.
I
Is that-
think
is that-
so.
Is that Olive
I
Garden?
don't know.
That's not a bonus question.
I don't
was
know
just-
anything.
couldn't- All right, but Slate, you get to pick the next category.
Okay. Can we get a reminder of what is left?
You
for
have
us?
music's for 400, 600. The history category is untouched. You still have movies for 1,000. TV is also untouched, as well as video games.
Let's do TV for 400.
TV for 400. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany starred in this 2021 Disney Plus series. Slate, you got the ring in first. What is the answer?
It's WandaVision.
That is correct. You get to pick the next category.
Let's go ahead and do TV for 200.
TV for 200. The American version of The Office takes place in what Pennsylvania city? Slate.
Scranton, Pennsylvania.
That is correct. All right, you get to pick the next category again. What would you like?
Let's go crazy and do TV for 600.
TV for 600. They're playing wild today. At the Pittsburgh Children's Museum, you can visit Daniel Tiger, King Friday, and other puppets from which beloved television show? I do believe that was WSYC who ringed in first. WSYC, what is the answer?
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
That is correct. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood is correct. So you are back on the board once again. You get to pick the next category.
History for 200.
History for 200. All right, let's see. Rosa Parks made her bus protest in which state?
Alabama.
That is correct. All right, you get to pick the next category. What would you like?
Let's do history for 400.
History for 400, all right. Which 11th century Scottish king is the subject of a Shakespeare play? That was a close one, but I do believe that was WSYC.
King Lear?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Slate, would you like to steal?
Is it Macbeth?
That is correct. It is Macbeth. All right.
I hope nothing bad happens to me now that I said that.
We are not in a theater. Everything's all right. We are not in a theater. That's as a fellow theater kid, that is theater kid superstition.
It's
but
true.
Everything's all right. So you get to pick the next category. What would you like?
Let's return to TV for 800.
TV for 800. All right, let's see what we got. What is the name of the doomed ship in the classic sitcom Gilligan's Island?
Can I make a phone call?
Can we?
I'm sorry.
Can we phone a friend?
I apologize. We do not have a phone a friend function. And yes. I'm sorry. You are out of time. WSYC, would you like to give it a shot?
Drawing a
Yeah.
blank.
You don't
Draw
know.
a blank. No team will get the points. The correct answer was the SS Minnow. The SS Minnow. Slate, you still have it. What would you like next?
What is left in the music category?
There is music for 400 and there is music for 600 still left.
Let's go for 400.
Music for 400. Lady Gaga's 2010 single shares the same name with which household object?
Telephone?
That is correct. That is correct. I will give that to you, Grace. Every person I've practiced that question with has not been able to figure it out. That is the quickest I've seen that question answered. All right, so what would you like next?
Let's go ahead and do music for 600.
All right, this is the last question for the music category. Music for 600 is, this popular rapper made his debut in the popular Canadian teen drama Degrassi. That one goes to the Slate. I'm sorry, WSYC. Slate, what do we have?
Drake!
That is correct. It is Drake. That was 600 points to the Slate. All right, now we are about halfway through the categories here, so we are going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back after these messages.
Looking for a way to be informed and get involved? Join student media on campus. Whether it's SHIP's Emmy-winning TV station, SUTV, award-winning newspaper, The Slate, university radio station, WSYC 88.7, or nationally recognized Public Relations Society, PRSSA, there's an organization for you. Make the most of your college experience. Visit the 3rd floor of the Cub or Roland Hall for more information. This has been a public service announcement from SUTV.
And we are back. So currently, we do not have the scores tallied up here just yet, but it still is anybody's game. As of right now, the Slate was the last team to score, so they will get to pick the next category here. Slate, what do we want to kick things off with?
Can you remind me of the ring?
You currently have history for 600, 800, 1,000. Same goes for sports. The 1,000-point question is still left for movies and TV shows, and the video game section is still completely untouched.
Let's do movies for 1,000.
Movies for 1,000, all right. What 2004 film stars Nicolas Cage as Benjamin Franklin Gates? Slate.
National Treasure.
That is correct. That is correct. Now, as you've had quite the winning streak here, would you like to return the same courtesy that WSYC gave to you and let them pick the next category?
You know what? WSYC has given us a lot during the course of this year, including supporting us in our own radio show, so I feel like I should throw it back to our other team over here.
What a wholesome answer. All right, WSYC. Do you need a refresher of what categories are still available?
I think we're good.
Think you're good?
I
All
think we're
right,
good.
so what would we like?
Let's crack open video games for 200.
All right, we're finally touching the video game category. Video games for 200, and the question is going to be, the popular mobile game Pokemon Go was released in what year? That one is going to go to the Slate. Slate, what year?
2016.
That is correct. All right, Slate, I believe that courtesy you gave them was short-lived. You are once again picking the category. Slate, what would you like
Hey,
next?
don't hate the player, hate the game. I think we're gonna have to broaden our horizons a little bit and maybe go for 400 in the video game category.
All right, we got another video game question for 400 points for video games. In the Mortal Kombat series, which character is famous for freezing his opponents?
Sub-Zero.
That is correct. All right. WSYC, you are back. You are out for vengeance. You are out for blood. All right, you get to pick the next category. What would you like to see?
Let's just keep things going with video games for 600.
All right, video games for 600. The question is going to be, how many different colored ghosts were in the original Pac-Man?
4.
That is correct. All right. You get to pick the next category.
Let's do video games for 800.
Video games for 800. We're just trekking along. Let's see, what do we got? In which game did Mario make his first appearance? WSYC.
Donkey Kong.
That is correct. WSYC, 800 in the video game category. Now, are you going to go for the 1,000 for video games and finish off, or are you going to switch things up?
do it.
Yeah, let's go
All
for
right,
it.
video games for 1,000. Let's see, what do we got? Who is the main protagonist of the Legend of Zelda game series? Ooh, that was close. I think I gotta ask that question again. Hold on, I'm gonna ask that question again. Who is the main protagonist of the Legend of Zelda series of games? That one's gonna go to WSYC. WSYC, who is the main protagonist?
It's Link, right?
That is correct. 1,000 points to WSYC. All right. The video game category is officially off the table. Now, all that remains, 1,000 for TV, 600, 800, and 1,000 for sports, and 600, 800, and 1,000 for history. WSYC, what category would you like?
Let's do 600 for history.
600 for history. Let's see what we got. Which U.S. president was impeached in 1999?
Clinton.
That is correct. All right. You get to pick the next category. What would you like?
Let's do 800 for history.
800 for history. All right. Who was the British Prime Minister through the 1980s?
Margaret Thatcher.
That is correct. Someone has done their research. All right. Now, that was not a diss to you.
No, you guys are doing great.
It's
I
still
did not know
I
that.
still believe it's a close game. We'll have to see who will have the most points here at the end. But let's see, WSYC, you get to pick the next.
Do you want to just go for 1,000?
History for 1,000. All right, history for 1,000. This is the end of the history category. Which ancient civilization buried their most important people with the Book of the Dead? Slate.
The Mayans.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. WSYC, would you like to steal?
The Aztecs.
I am sorry, that is also incorrect. The correct answer was the Egyptians. It is the Egyptian Book of the Dead. All right, no one got that, but there's still 4 categories left. WSYC, you were the last ones to score. What category would you like next?
Can we do TV for 1,000?
TV for 1,000. All right, that is it for the television category. TV for 1,000. Let's see what we have. In the Friends episode, The One with the Embryos, what is the typo on Chandler's TV guide? For all you Friends fans out there, what is the typo on Chandler's TV guide? I kind of feel like Ross Geller up here, doing the trivia and stuff with my friends and forcing them to do it. I really, ooh, Slate, Slate, do we have an
I
answer?
feel like it's Chandler Bong. Is it not?
I'm
It's not.
sorry, that is not correct. WSYC, do you want to steal?
Unfortunately, I never watched Friends.
I've never
Nor have
seen
I.
Friends.
Never
I
seen
have, but I
Ah.
can't remember.
So sorry.
I'm so sorry. I mean, you know me, I prefer How I Met Your Mother, but I have seen Friends. But the correct answer was, Slate, you're really not going to like this. The correct answer was Miss Chenandler Bong.
I knew it was something.
Dang it.
something
Miss
along those.
Chenandler Bong. So nobody gets the points. Now, there are only 3 categories left. There's only 3 categories left. So, you have sports, oh, sorry, not categories. You have 3 selections left. Sports for 600, sports for 800, and sports for 1,000. Now, neither one of you scored last, so I will be picking, we'll just go from 600, 800, and 1,000. So, sports for 600. Let's see what we have here. The Buffalo Bills are the football team of which state? WSYC.
Chicago?
I am sorry, that is incorrect. Slate, do you want to steal? The clock is ticking. These points are crucial.
Illinois?
I am sorry.
Wait. Oh no,
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That is incorrect. The correct answer is New York.
Oh my god.
Of course. Of course.
There's now 2 questions left. Sports for 800. For 800 points. Let's see what... Oh, my apologies. We already did sports for 800, so we are actually on the final question. How suspenseful, how fun. How fun to end us on the final question. So, sports for 1,000 points. The final question is, Citius, Altius, Fortius is the motto of which sporting event? Citius, Altius, Fortius is the motto of which athletic event? Do we have anyone ringing in? WSYC.
Javelin.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Slate, it's your last chance to steal.
I'm trying to come up with anything right now. Is it?
Are you
The
signaling
one
ultimate
where you
frisbee?
throw it. Ultimate frisbee.
No.
Oh, I thought you were giving.
No, that was me joking. But because you didn't get the joke, I will let you give an actual answer, if you can think of it. Do we think they can get it? Do we think they got it?
I
Honestly,
Do we think anybody at home can figure it out?
let us know if you
Anyone
figure
in
it
the
out.
audience, yeah.
Anyone in the audience
Please
think
tell
they
us.
can get it?
I was making fun of friend.
10 seconds.
Is it badminton?
Ooh, I'm sorry. No, that is incorrect. The correct answer was the Olympics. The Olympics was the correct answer.
Just the
now,
whole Olympics?
Yes, the
Okay.
whole
The whole,
Olympics.
Okay.
the whole Olympics.
Might have been a trick question. I don't know. I was feeling a little devilish today. But that is all the questions here. So we are going to take a quick commercial break. And when we come back, we will have today's winners. So stay tuned.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
All right, we are back, and here we have the final scores. Are we ready? Drum roll, please, everyone. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. With 3,600 points coming in at second place, I'm sorry to say, Slate, you failed.
Yay! Failure is a key part of the experience.
And coming in at first place, and the ones who pass here today with 8,800 points, a very strong performance. Let's give it up for WSYC, the very first winners of Pass or Fail. I, of course, want to thank both groups here for coming down today. Thank you all so much. I've been waiting to do Pass or Fail here, and now it has finally come to fruition, and I am so looking forward to future episodes to come. If you are a student group and you are interested in competing on Pass or Fail, then you can email SUTV at shippensburguniversitytv@gmail.com or find my ugly mug somewhere here on campus as well. But that is going to do it for Pass or Fail here tonight. I'm your host, Adam Beam. Once again, let's give a round of applause for our contestants, and everyone have a fantastic night. We'll see you.